Today, we are diving deep into the world of internet. A lot of us might think of it as a mysterious cloud in the sky, but the truth is, it's actually much simpler than that. The internet is a massive network of wires that connect different computers to each other, no matter where they are in the world. Some of these computers have a special role as servers. They're always online and ready to serve you the data and files you request. And any computer that you use to access the internet is referred to as a client. So server is that stores or provides data and client consumes it. That is all there is. You have clicked the photo and your friend wants it, so you send it from your device to his via the internet. Someone has to provide the data so someone can consume it. In case of websites, your computer sends a request to the server and the server responds by sending you the data and files you requested. So how does it all work? What happens after you type in the website name in your browser and hit that enter button? Well, when you make the request, it goes from your browser to your internet service provider. Now that could be your cellular network provider like Jio, Airtel, or if you are connected to the Wi-Fi, then that Wi-Fi guy. From the ISP, the internet service provider, the request goes to the DNS server. Well, we haven't looked at what DNS server is, so let's first understand that. But for us to understand DNS server, we'd have to know what an IP address is. Okay, let's start with that. In a world full of technology, crucial component makes all our browsing, streaming and connecting possible. That component is the Internet Protocol address. An IP address is essentially a unique identifier for your device on the internet. Think of it like a digital address for your device. Every device connected to the internet has an IP address. Whether it's a laptop, smartphone or even a smart fridge, everybody has an IP address. These addresses are used to route data and information to the correct device. So when you type google.com in your browser and request access to the site, data to display Google page gets routed to your device and not your friend's device. Just like the letter sent to you gets delivered to your home because your home has a unique address. Similar to that, in the internet world, we have the IP address. Now let's step up and let's get to know DNS server. So we understand that the internet is made up of billions of devices, which includes servers and clients. Now, every time you visit a website or access any online service, your device needs to find the correct IP address of the server hosting that service. Only then will it be able to request the data that you want, which means you need to know the IP address. But since there are thousands of websites in the world, it's not possible to remember IP address of each one of them. Even noting them down doesn't seem like a feasible option. That's where the DNS or domain name server comes in. A DNS server acts as a phone book for the internet. Just like how would you look up a phone number in a phone book to call someone, your device uses a DNS server to look up the IP address of a website you want to access. This way, you don't have to remember the numerical IP address of every website you visit. With that understanding, let's complete the path our request takes to access a website. So, when you type in a website's name like google.com in your browser, with the help of your internet service provider sends that request to a DNS server to get the corresponding IP address. This IP address is where the servers are located. The DNS server then looks up the IP address in its database and sends it to your device through the ISP. Once your device has the correct IP address, it can then connect to the server hosting the website and request the data needed to display the page. So it again makes a request to access the website at the IP address. Now after the ISP, the request is sent through the internet backbone, which is the network of wires actual physical wires. The request reaches the server and server sees what it needs to be sent, and if you have proper authorization, it'll send you what you asked for. This again happens via the internet backbone, and that is how files for displaying the website reach your device. Your browser has understanding of these files and is thus able to display the content on your screen. On a side note, a question would arise: if this travel happens through wires, how does the data travel through oceans? How are we able to access websites that are on the other end of the world from where we live in? How the signals from one continent reach another? Well, the answer is undersea cables. That's right, these massive cables run across the ocean floor, connecting all the continents, making the world a smaller place. The undersea cables consist of these optic fibers which use lasers to transmit up to 400 gigabytes of data per second. I know that's an incredible speed. So every time you access a website, the signals travel through these underwater wires at the speed of light. It's truly amazing how technology has made the world more connected. So the next time you go online, remember the incredible journey the signals make to bring the internet to you.